Hello, everyone. Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to Congregation Beth Ahaba's weekly Torah videos. This week's Torah portion is Tetzaveh, and we are still in the middle of all of the rules and rituals and laws that the Jewish people are receiving at Mount Sinai after the Ten Commandments. And these rituals, rules, and laws are going to form this emerging people of Israel. This week's portion is bookended by an interesting set of rituals involving lighting the menorah, the 7-branched golden candelabrum, and making incense offerings, sweet-smelling offerings. So every evening, the high priest Aaron is supposed to light the menorah with olive oil every night, and then in the morning, it's been lit all night, and then in the morning, tend to the lamps. In the evening, when Aaron lights the menorah, he's also supposed to offer an incense offering. And in the morning, when he tends the lamps, he's supposed to offer another incense offering. So our portion is bookended by this description of ritual. At the beginning of the portion, it talks about the menorah, and at the end of the portion, it talks about the incense. And so how appropriate it is that the portion itself is bookended at the beginning and end by a ritual that we do at the beginning and end of every day. So what can we learn? We don't have a temple. We don't have the menorah. We don't probably do incense offerings. What can we learn from this week's Torah portion? I think we can learn about the importance of transition and intentionality in approaching transitions in our lives. So, bedtime rituals, mug of hot cocoa, sugar, caffeine, I don't know, mug of tea, warm milk, a good book, putting away screens, whatever it is that helps you settle down for the night. Wake up rituals, making sure to jump right out of bed when your alarm goes off and not hitting the snooze button, making that cup of coffee or tea or whatever it is that helps get you going in the morning. All of these things are part of intentionally transitioning between times and places in our lives. And we can even generalize it further to how to transition intentionally between tasks, how we task switch during the course of the day, between locations when we have to move from one place to another, between conversations with people, between jobs in our lives, between relationships in our lives. There's so many transitions that we experience on a daily, monthly, yearly basis. And this week's portion is teaching us that we can be very intentional in how we approach those transitions to try to make it comfortable, perhaps to involve our senses by smelling the incense and seeing the light in the shadow, whether we mean that literally through essential oil, perfume things, or cups of tea or what have you, or whether we mean it more metaphorically in terms of finding things that help those experiences be easier for us. So I hope that during this week, you're able to think about transitions in your life and how to make those more meaningful. Shabbat Shalom.